Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and this is the next stage in my project to build fully working tanks. I went I went quite a bit bigger this time. Now I decided to show both of these in this video because they're basically the same vehicle. One just doesn't have a turret, and if you can already recognize the vehicle they're based on, then well done. The one with the turret is the E100, and the one without is the Jagdpanzer E100. Now, that one does look a bit funny, the Jagdpanzer does, because the gun is like tiny. It needs to be a lot bigger. But that's the biggest one I could find, basically. It's the same one on the E100. And I'll go into spectator mode, and the running gear is a bit different than the last video I did about the mouse that I built. It works kind of the same way. As you can see, each set is mounted on one rotor, and each wheel, whatever you want to call it, is mounted on one rotor. So these are the ones that turn and obviously turn the track. But if you look above, these ones also turn and help move the track along. On the mouse I had the one block wheels, those up top, and it didn't work very well, and I decided to put guide teeth in on every single track because I discovered on the mouse that in jerky movements you can actually rip the tracks off, and with these on it's a lot harder to rip them off. This E100 will actually pivot on the spot like an actual tank. So yeah, it's good. And I've tried both of these vehicles under natural gravity, and they both work pretty well, as long as you don't go bonkers and do something stupid with it, like I normally do. So yeah, that's I'll get in it, I guess. We can have a look. I did put some decorations on it to make it look a bit better, but I don't really know how to decorate shit, so I just know relatively how to build shit once I get the idea in my head. Into the cockpit, and push 1 and you're into the remote control on the turret. And actually, I think the rotor's locked for the turret. Yes it is, so just turn it on and it's no longer locked. I go into F9 and I can maybe turn the turret. Hang on, what's going on? Okay, it is turning. Now it's turning very slowly. They did patch the game recently, and it actually screwed up my rotors a bit more than usual. They suddenly broke a lot easier. I don't know what they did, but as you can see, the weight of the vehicle, this is including the tracks. It's over 1 million kilograms of mass. I don't know why I said weight, but yeah, that's the mass of the vehicle. So that's quite a lot for a vehicle, one like this. And actually I forgot to disconnect the tracks. Just realised. Back here you see this. Before you get into either of these vehicles and the following vehicles in the series, you need to delete these, basically, which are holding the tracks onto, connecting the tracks to the bloody vehicle. So I'm going to jump out now and I'll cut back to. So once you're back here, all you've got to do is just delete this row that's connected to the track. There you go. You don't need to delete that bit, you can just leave it there. It doesn't do any harm. Once you've done that though, you can go back inside. Well, you know. You do actually have to crouch through there. I need to fix this, but I'll fix it before I upload it. So back out we go. And I believe the vehicle is all set up. Yes, right. This is on max speed. I think it's going forwards. Yes, it's going forwards. And you can see it comfortably goes forwards. Now the armor on it is really thick at the front, as you would probably guess. It takes quite a lot of missiles to go through the front. Obviously, if someone knows what they're doing to stop this thing, they just shoot it in the tracks and blow the tracks up, and then it's basically screwed. Then it's basically a static bunker. But it does have a nice selection of guns. You've got 2 miniguns on the main gun, and then you've got the main gun itself, which is powerful. As you see, it just blew a hole straight through that building. And yeah, so that's the E100, right? So also, I mentioned this vehicle will pivot on the spot. Obviously, to do that, you need the one track going in one direction and the one track going in the other direction. So I'll just reverse that one and turn it on. It takes a little bit for it to start moving, but once it does turn a bit faster. You see what I mean? I don't think there's gravity all over this platform, so it may start acting weird. Yeah, it's 0.2 gravity there. That's not 0.2. I mean 0.02. Oh dear. So yeah, as you can see, it does pivot on the spot quite comfortably. Obviously, the turret would probably be locked and it wouldn't have spun. So yeah, now I'm going to take it up there and do what I did with the mouse and drop it off. Make sure you remember to delete these, otherwise the vehicle will explode if you start going forwards and don't get rid of it. Because the tracks will try to move and then they don't, and then all of the rotors explode. So go inside, duck, get into the cockpit, and away we go. Let's see what happens when this flies off, shall we? Onwards. Yeah. I do love the weaponry on this. It's what mod is it? I think it's just called Better Weapons or something like that. Oh. Well, I need to fix that. I don't think there's enough gravity out here, actually. Oh, well. The vehicle's falling flat because it broke the fucking ramp. And boom. And the turret's come off as well. It's gonna float off now. Explosions. Yeah. That's a bit more spectacular than when the mouse did it. Isn't it? Oh, I forgot to delete the gyroscopes. Oh well. They're on there because I was fixing something earlier on. There's a lot of explosions. Has it stopped? No, it's not. It's not stopped. It's still going. I imagine it'll only stop if the if those batteries get destroyed. I forgot to mention this does run on batteries, and it does have reactors as well. But yeah, there we go. It stopped. That was quite a lot of damage. Bloody hell! Now these vehicles actually they will murder your frame rate, and instead of cleaning that up, I'll just drop this off at the same time. Right. So the back of this one is obviously a little bit different. You just go in through the door, and commander's seat is right here. I might move it down there at some point, but because it's not too well protected, a stray bullet could hit the pilot in the face and he'd die. For some reason, that wasn't on the control bar. And none of the groups are. Brilliant. Good start. As you see, it's really simple to set up. You just put the groups in. First set you want on and off, and the next one's reverse. That's it. And for some reason, the camera's playing up, so I'm going to go into spectators mode. And there is no ramp now, but who needs a ramp anyway? Onwards. Yep, it's alright. Now, will it get over the house, do you think? Because there's no real gravity on this side. I suppose it depends how fast it goes. I was tempted to put, well, I did try putting thrusters on the back, which are locked at max thrust, and then you turn them on when you want to give a boost of speed, but it didn't go so well. I mean, it made the vehicle go fast, but it took about 1 kilometre for it to brake. Because if you put the tracks on reverse, once it was going like 20 meters a second, then everything exploded. You'd break the tracks, basically. Wow, it's just nose diving into the floor, and something just broke, and there goes all the power. Holy shit. Did I mention this platform is 3 blocks of light armor and 1 block of heavy armor? And it broke through. Both of them did. Actually, in a second I'm going to cut to a one of the E100 being dropped onto a planet surface, well, type of planet surface, and you'll see what happens when it hits the ground at high speed. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and the next one will be the last 2 vehicles that I've built so far. I'm planning to build a armoured personnel carrier next, with tracks as well, so look forward to that. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.